chill under the breeze. Sip with me. I'll pour it hot, so hot. I'll pour it sweet, so sweet. Spilling his tea, spilling and sipping his tea, spilling and sipping his tea. Thanks for watching me, tuning in, subscribing, hitting that like, smash that like. I don't bite, no. It's Yolanda the Great, feeling great, spilling tea. Have a seat and join me. Sip some tea, unwind with me. Let's grab a snack and talk some smack. I'm your girl, I got your back. I got the news, I got the views. I bet you can't wait, I know you can't wait to sip this tea. Sip this tea. Spilling this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling this tea. Spilling and sipping 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 this tea. Thanks for watching me, tuning in, subscribing, hitting that like, smash that like. I don't bite, no. It's Yolanda the Great, shining bright, set the stage. Hollywood dreams, red carpet scenes, glitter and glow, the secrets I know. Drama with flair, I serve it rare. I got the scoop, I got the proof. I know you can't wait, so come and escape and sip this tea. Sip with me, spilling this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling this tea. Spilling this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea.
What's up? I'm back. This is not going to be a long live. It's going to be maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But MSN now did a breakdown. What's up, EJ? What's up? We beat you. Did a breakdown, and I had to bring this breakdown to you guys. I had to. But before we get started, I got to say this. This live stream is for entertainment, commentary, criticism, and educational purposes only. Everything discussed here is based on publicly available information, and I'm adding my own opinion, reaction, and analysis. This content will be transformative and falls under fair use because I'm providing commentary, discussion, not presenting this as original. Everyone is encouraged to think for themselves and form their own opinions, okay? All opinions are welcomed on this platform. Y'all know I say that all the time, but let's get into it. Y'all president is crashing out. So we're gonna get into that before we get into MSN now. This breakdown this morning made a lot of sense to me. This man has been crashing out all week. He is in fear because of those Epstein files. He's in fear. Yep, I said it. Big time. He's in fear. We're going to start off with two shorts, and then I'm going to get into the MS now. For the 26 in the building, please hit the like. Come on this ride with me, y'all. Y'all president is crashing out. He ain't mine. We're going to start with this one first.
What up? It's your girl, Yolanda the Great with the Great Spills the Tea. Diamond Gang. This short contains a still image from a video that's causing major backlash online.
Sorry, guys. Let me make this a little bigger.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open.
What up? It's your girl, Yolanda the Great with the Great Spills the Tea. Diamond Gang. This short contains a still image from a video that's causing major backlash online. I'm showing it strictly for commentary, criticism, and educational purposes. A video posted online involving Donald Trump includes a racist depiction of Michelle and Barack Obama, and people across social media are reacting fast.
Them Epstein files
Diamond
got
Gang.
him shook.
As a Black woman, I'm not ignoring this. This kind of imagery has a real impact and it deserves to be called out. But I want to know, How do you guys feel about this situation? Do you think this crossed a line, or is this reaction justified? Please drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys.
Ain't no way he could justify that. He running scared. He crashing the fuck out. He's scared to death because guess what? Everything will be told. Everything you do in the dark come out in the fucking light. And I said what I said. He's a fucking liar and he's running scared. Let's go. I'm going to show y'all something else he fucking did. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him. Let's go. Snapped out on this woman for no fucking reason.
What up, it's your girl, Yolanda. The great with the great spills the tea. Diamond Gang. Watch this moment. President Trump snaps when CNN's Caitlin Collins presses him about Jeffrey Epstein. His reaction is immediate, and the tension is obvious. This happened during a press interaction where Collins asked a direct question about the newly resurfaced Epstein documents. Instead of addressing the substance, Trump shifts into defense mode almost instantly. Diamond Gang, here's the exchange. Pay attention to how quickly the tone changes.
Maybe get onto something else.
But what would you say to people who feel like they haven't gotten justice, Mr. President?
Something that people care about. Yeah, what did you say? Go
what
ahead.
What would you say to the survivors who feel like they haven't gotten justice?
You are the worst reporter. No one to see.
She's the worst reporter. Why? Because she brought it up and your ass is scared? You're scared.
CNN has no ratings because of people like you. You know, she's a young woman. I don't think I've ever seen you smile. I've known you for 10 years. I don't think I've ever seen a smile on your face.
Well, I'm asking you about survivors of Jeffrey Epstein,
You know why you're
Mr.
not
President?
smiling? Because you know you're not telling the truth. And you're
that don't
you're
even
a very
make sense.
dishonest
That don't even make
organization.
sense at all.
And they should be ashamed of you.
Yikes.
They should be ashamed of her. No, we're ashamed of you because you putting black people in monkey suits and you cussing women out. We're ashamed of you. Not her. We're ashamed of you. Let's get into this MSN Now report. This is not going to be a long live. But you know what? I'm telling y'all, when I watched this report, it blew my mind. Let's go. He's something else. Something else.
Welcome to The Beat. I'm Ari Melber. We begin tonight with a special report on a story Donald Trump has failed to disappear. He now exposed.
Now, before we get into this in detail, this is about the newly released files. In this MS Now, it's going to introduce us to newly unsealed documents. What's inside of here? The timeline, names, government interactions. This is why people say the truth was buried. This right here. Let's go.
In those millions of new files, which journalists and experts, all of us really are still reviewing since Friday's release. But these new files have enabled us to update our legal timeline, which has reporting from the first 2005 Epstein probe into Epstein, his conspiracies, his bid to evade justice, and how the long arm of the law did finally catch up with him before his death in the custody of the Trump DOJ. So in our special report right now, this timeline, which we've shown you once before with our MS Now reporting, is updated with the brand new revelations from the new files. Now, before I go into this timeline, I'll just tell you right now what you will see tonight. One, how the Bush DOJ dropped the tougher possible case against Epstein. Two, how the Trump DOJ...
Listen, there was no reason for them to drop that. He got a sweetheart deal. There was no reason. They had that shit lined up. They let him go.
Identified Epstein's potential co-conspirators. We'll show you some of them tonight, but then didn't charge the vast majority of them. Three, how under both parties, the DOJ has clearly failed to follow those leads, which means the feds had paths to indict and stop this trafficking ring years ago.
Did y'all hear this? The feds had it. They gave this man a sweetheart deal and let him walk the street again to do it again and again and again. Crazy.
But they did not. 4, we'll show you how Trump's administration has top officials who falsely claimed that they had ended or limited their Epstein contact, and now they have been busted by their newly revealed emails in their own right.
Y'all know how many people that was involved with Epstein that is still a part of this administration? Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see.
That includes a Trump official who's still in the cabinet tonight. And 5, we'll show you how the Trump administration lied about these files, fought their release, broke the law on releasing them, and still faces questions about what.
This is why he crashing out. This is why he putting black people in monkey suits. This is why he cussing women out. Because he's a liar and he's getting caught in his lies.
They're hiding, and why Donald Trump is so personally haunted by his own Epstein links, from their own social time together to his government's demonstrated failures in this case. So let's look at what we've learned. The very first key Epstein probe began in Palm Beach in 2005. That put public heat on Epstein in a new way. Trump's current commerce chief, Howard Lutnick, says that back then is when he cut
this liar, he's a freaking liar too.
All ties with Epstein, his one-time neighbor. So we'll return to that in a moment on this timeline. Now, others have asked why the DOJ didn't nail Epstein then. The brand new files actually show some prosecutors tried, and they had so much evidence on him that in 2007, prosecutors internally said they had the goods, that they had enough material, evidence.
Did y'all hear that? Internally, they had the goods. They literally gave this man a sweetheart deal and let him walk to do this another day.
Evidence, testimony on Epstein for an actual sex trafficking case of not 1 or 2, but actually a dozen teenage girls. And they wrote, and this is new that we've learned this, a 56-page draft indictment. So back then, some inside government were ready to charge Epstein for that whole terrible alleged conspiracy. But here's what I want to show you tonight, and this is newly revealed. That was the draft indictment, but it was discarded. The Bush DOJ never allowed it to.
Did y'all hear that? It was discarded. They got rid of it.
Be filed. And that was the big case. Instead, the top prosecutor, later a notorious name, Trump official Alex Acosta, at the time, he let Epstein off the hook with that controversial secret deal. And that meant just 1 year in prison for the lesser count of soliciting prostitution.
That's it. That's all. 1 year. They knew everything that this man was involved in. Everything. They let him go with a smack on the wrist. Why? Why? Because it was a lot of people involved, important people involved.
Acosta and others have argued that this was basically the case they had, that these things are complicated. Well, it's taken all this time, but I can report for you tonight that now the new Epstein files release from Friday shows that's false. That there was a whole written draft indictment of the bigger case, and they just discarded it.
Y'all hear that? They discarded it. This is crazy, but that's y'all president, though. That's y'all president.
So, what happened? Some prosecutors had that case written up, ready to go. We've now seen it, but their bosses, this later Trump ally Acosta, or perhaps bosses in Washington, discarded it.
Y'all hear that? Trump's people said, nah, get rid of that shit.
Now, Epstein got out and he continued his activities. The difference at this point in time is the public was actually on notice of at least his conviction of as a sex offender, even if it was, as I mentioned, lesser than the other potential case. And that gives us context new in this timeline of how Trump official Lutnick was secretly emailing Epstein at that time.
I'm going to say this. This wasn't no one-man band. This was a whole entire structured operation. That's it. Him and Maxwell only. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here.
about visiting his island. This was while Lutnick's family was on a trip, 7 years after he claimed to have cut ties, or the mega donor and recent Trump employee, Elon Musk, emailing about visiting Epstein's island, asking what day/night will be the wild.
And this little lame dude, Musk, got so fucking scared, he was starting to rat Trump out. He was ratting him out when he was running.
Eldest party. Now that shows, at a minimum, attempted proactive socializing, desiring to go to the island for what Musk called wild partying. And that's by Trump allies who have obviously claimed otherwise. Now, Musk has responded to say that he did not actually go to the island. Lutnick denying this again, although he has less credibility now that the emails are public. And one day after the planned visit that Lutnick emailed about, knew from these files, an Epstein associate passed along an email to Lutnick that said, quote, "Nice to see you." The files suggest that for many, Epstein operated business as usual until 2018. This Miami Herald expose put heat on the DOJ. It had the goods again, which...
The only reason why they released this shit, they did it for intimidation tactics. That's it. That's it. That's all.
Hadn't all been used. The DOJ had let Epstein off the hook before, but then he was indicted now on these tougher sex trafficking charges. The DOJ, since then, I should mention, has only indicted one person related to what's been documented as this sprawling conspiracy.
What y'all feel about y'all government? What y'all feel about y'all president? Huh? What y'all feeling right now since he running around putting people in monkey suits?
And so I'm going to get into this because we are learning new things. For the first time, the new Friday files show the DOJ was eyeing other suspects. It's a mob-style chart.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that chart? This is the operation right here. Only 2 of those people in this operation got charged. The people on my right are being protected and hidden. Yeah, they full of shit, y'all.
And the feds made this of Epstein's inner circle. So let's take a look at this right now as part of our special report. I just can tell you, this is a rare view inside a normally secret federal probe. You almost never see this type of thing before, during, or after a case, and the federal laws protect that. What's different here, of course, is Congress changed the laws for this particular mess of Epstein and the secrecy. So we have questions stoked here about why the feds...
Y'all hear that? They changed the law. When this came about, they changed the law.
Under first Trump and then the Biden DOJ, did not apparently pursue and indict most of these men or the others who knew or partook in what the government also calls a broad sex trafficking.
Real quick, I see this comment, and I will look at the comments when I get done. I got to stay focused. I'm so mad I can't even think. But I get what you're saying. The media is involved. Yeah, do I believe that? Yeah, I do.
Ring. Which is it? A giant sex trafficking ring with someone at the center and other men involved in crimes, knowing and otherwise? Or not? And if it's not, then what were the feds doing with their chart and their leads? I can tell you we have redactions here, some of which may be for potential victims or those that the government viewed as more coerced into being a part of these crimes rather than being the ringleader or the proactive criminal. And the feds tracking Epstein's lawyer, accountant, financial advisor, and a man later indicted in Europe for sex offenses who died in prison awaiting trial, as did Epstein in 2019. But there's a lot of questions here about these leads. Some of these individuals...
They had all these leads. They lined them up like the feds do, but only 2 was charged with these crimes. Only 2. And then they redacted information on those other leads or who was part of the investigations. If this ain't no fucking cover up, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Individuals, I should mention, are still being subpoenaed by Democrats in Congress to try to get more information where apparently the DOJ stopped. Now, I mentioned the death in prison. The Trump DOJ stated that the videos that were key around where Epstein was in that cell, the videos were lost. So I'm going to go all the way back here for round 2 of our timeline, then Trump Attorney General Barr was defending the fact that videos were missing. The DOJ.
Those videos missing, another fucking cover-up. A cover-up for the cover-up. That man ain't did that shit to himself.
Did go after one co-conspirator that now has become a bit of a household name, Maxwell. And she was convicted and sentenced here to 20 years. The public demands for
That's it. That's all. 20 years. That's it. That's all. And they only did that because they felt like they was forced to do it.
Transparency, the pressure on this case built over time. I think everybody knows that by now. And so Trump was eventually campaigning on declassification. We all lived through his attorney general saying she had a client list on her desk.
Guess what?
Then
they found all types of shit with her.
Attorney General Bondi announced no client list, no more files, no more videos, no evidence of blackmail. This was where the Trump administration tried to stop all this.
Again,
and this wasn't that long.
Y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? The Trump administration tried to stop this. I got 243 in the building. I'm going to need y'all to hit the like. Please.
Ago, they said there wouldn't be any other evidence to be disclosed. And that stoked outrage from victims, from experts, from members of Congress, as well as many people who were in Trump's MAGA base, who were promised very recently other things by Bondi and Trump himself. And Trump did something very unusual. He sent his loyal attorney, now at the DOJ, for this unusual interview with Maxwell, as I've reminded you, the only other person charged for any.
He even had to laugh. He even had to fucking laugh. The only other person that was charged.
And she was upgraded to a better prison facility. As for
she living like a queen in prison, getting her mail handed to her, special trays and shit like that, man.
For Musk, whose emails had not been exposed yet, well, he was claiming that Trump was in the files when they had their fallout. Again, the timeline is striking because we now know what Musk knew, apparently, but no one else did to the island by email. Musk understands technology, knew or had reason to know he was in files.
Y'all hear that?
As for
Musk
Lutnick,
knew. He knew his shit was going to come out. So guess what he started doing? Trying to rat Trump out.
Well, remember, he claimed he wasn't involved or in contact. That is undercut by the emails. And at this time, whether he realized the files were ever going to come out or not, he was working this and now was backing secrecy. He then was talking while in office about Epstein being a blackmailer.
That's the what they get money, and them ice people. That's how we had money.
Not just a blackmailer, says Lutnick, but one of the greatest. That's like saying a greatest drug deal ever, or greatest criminal conspirator.
Can y'all hear me? Hold on, gang. Can y'all hear me clear? Can y'all hear me clear? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. For those that can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, good, good, good. All right, let me take it back some. I apologize. I tried to let my bro up on stage and the sound just went out. All right, let me take it back for the part that y'all didn't hear. I apologize. Dang. All right, let's go back. Tell me if y'all can hear this. Y'all still can't hear it? Y'all can't hear the screen? All right, hold on, gang. Let me take it down and bring it back up. It seemed like as soon as I put my bro on the stage, it went out. Hold on, y'all. Please hold on. All right, let me hit the play button and see if y'all can hear it. Hold on. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear that. Y'all still can't hear it? Oh, wow. Hold on. Let me do this. I'll stop it. And I'll try to bring it back up. I apologize, y'all. I tried to let somebody backstage and it went out, completely out. Give me 1 second. And we can see if we could get this started back up. Now I'm going to have to go a little longer. Because I'm going to start this thing all over if I have to. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. I couldn't, when I woke up and I went through this clip, I said, there's no way. And I've been talking about this all week, y'all. All week. This is some serious cover up. This is, and he's crashing out. He's been crashing out all week. I mean, he's probably not even getting any sleep. To be honest, hold on. Let's see if I could bring this back up. Let's see if we can hear it. I'm praying we can hear it. Let's go. Hold on. Sorry, this is the wrong video. I'm hoping it allowed me to bring it back up. Let me share my screen. It was getting good too. Oh, man. All right, let's see if y'all can hear this. Let's see. Give me. Can y'all hear that? Good, it's back. All right, let me get the right film. The right video up. Yes. All right. Bro, when I try to let you up here, it goes out. Give me 1 second, y'all. I hear that you backstage, but I'm trying to get this footage together. Let me add my video back. Bro, when you come back here, it's going out. Okay, let's see. All right, boom, I got my screen back. Hold on, gang. Hold on, gang. I'm excited. Thanks for everybody that's here. Please, can you hit the like for me, please? Pretty please. I'm trying to get no copyright on this one. All right, let me bring up my my playlist. This is getting wilder and wilder by the second. I'm just so happy the video is able to be played. All right, here we go, playlist. I don't know why it's going out when I invite people. When I let people up here, but it's going out. When it's over, I'll let you up, Dove. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm just waiting on the video to load, y'all. I'm sorry. Here go my playlist. Hold on. I hope my video ain't go nowhere. Hold on, y'all. Oh, it's under Trump. That's why. I'm sorry, guys. It's coming up. It's just moving slow. MS Now. Here we go. I'll fast forward it a little bit. For those that was already in here. For the ones that my video. Hold on, gang. Hold on. Hold on. I hope my video's not going. Here it goes. Whew. All right, it stopped right where we were at. I'm going to take it back just a little bit.
Of 3
Let
million.
me know if y'all can
and
hear
many
this,
of the files have incriminating material that we've highlighted here, which can make more sense in the broader timeline. DOJ says this is the final drop. Epstein's accusers, though.
Can y'all hear it? Please put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear this. Can y'all hear it? Put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to take it back a little bit. What's up, y'all? Oh, good. Good. Thanks, Steve. Thank you.
Potentially visits in history. Trump, of course, losing the battle to stop the Epstein law. It passed overwhelmingly. It required the DOJ to release the files by the end of December.
Did y'all hear that?
They started with basically under 1% and heavy redaction.
This is why this man is crashing out. They tried to stop the release of the Epstein files. No, it didn't happen.
Here. And then, over 40 days past due, and thus breaking the law, after those 13,000 files, you get this new batch of 3 million. And many of the files have incriminating material that we've highlighted here, which can make more sense in the broader timeline. DOJ says this is the final drop. Epstein's accusers, though, note that after all of this delay, some lying, these errors, Trump keeping officials in his cabinet who now have been caught lying about this and had some tie to Epstein while saying he's a blackmailer. After all of that, victims note
there are still
that the DOJ
people that are up under the Trump administration that was dealing with Epstein. This is crazy.
They still had redaction errors at a minimum, that they exposed some identities at the very same time that they seemed so intent to go to great.
Like I said, they exposed those identities as a scare tactic to intimidate those women and whoever else.
Great lengths to delay, deny, defy, or protect some people in the files.
I don't think that there's a single survivor who was like, no, we shouldn't have done this. No. It needed to be done the right way. Feeling like
this is a power play.
Yes.
My response to his comment is like the age-old phrase, this isn't over until we say it's over. Meaning the 1,200 survivors fight for our right to see all the files.
They really failed all of the survivors on this.
It feels kind of in a way like additional intimidation, which is something that I think we all felt during our association with Jeffrey Epstein.
The original crimes not dealt with, sometimes covered up by the government lying, and then finally following the law that it was forced to follow because it was so overwhelmingly passed over any possible veto by the president, who keeps trying to hide the Epstein files.
Yes,
so,
he does.
These are just some of the key points we've learned about some of the key players who are still in government, exercising power now, as well as the way we got here. So I want to be clear about what we're learning, because there have been all sorts of articles about what's failed, or how people are getting away, or whether there will be consequences and accountability, whether that's in the public sphere of civic. We know more than ever now about the lengths that federal authorities from different administrations and powerful men and their well-paid allies, lawyers, and others were willing to go to bury these secrets.
And that's it. That's what it's about. They do not want that truth to come out. They don't. He's crashing out. He's crashing.
The obvious implication is it was not only to protect a controversial, then indicted, and later dead sex trafficker, but that they were trying to protect either themselves, the people who may have been a party to these crimes, including that chart of leads I showed you that we now know the government has had for years, or as well, government cover-ups, which we've seen in many dimensions, where because they failed to do the right thing, or somebody overruled the right thing, stopping that early case I showed you, you have powerful people in government and connected to their predecessors and successors who don't want to go back in failed victims and justice. These are millions of new files. Everyone is still going through and making sense of them. One thing I
said that what happens in the dark always come to the light. It's going to be told. There's nothing that Trump could do or say that's going to stop this shit.
Not just going to go away. We are saying on this story, whether people in government like it or not.
And guess what? They stand on the story, and so am I. So when I get updates, I'm going to let my people know as well. Let me take this screen down. I do apologize. I was having, but please, Diamond Gang, hit the like, stay tuned. So stay tuned, keep your notifications on, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. This is hold on, let me take to be able to say what they want to say. All opinions are respected. All opinions. So we could agree to disagree, and we could keep it pushing and keep it moving. No, misspell cuss words. Sorry, gang. Misspell cuss words if you can, please. It's over. The video's over. I was having technical difficulties. I don't know what happened when I tried to let my brother up here. But keep your notifications on, gang. I will be doing a live on the survivors. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Replay gang, make sure you hit the like, and I'm out of here.
It's your under the crease. Sip with me. I'll pour it hot, so hot. I'll pour it sweet, so sweet. Spilling his tea, spilling and sipping his tea, spilling and sipping his tea. Thanks for watching me, tuning in, subscribing, hitting that like, smash that like. I don't bite, no. It's Yolanda the Great, feeling great, spilling tea. Have a seat and join me. Sip some tea, unwind with me. Let's grab a snack and talk some smack. I'm your girl, I got your back. I got the news, I got the views. I bet you can't wait, I know you can't wait to sip this tea. Sip this tea. Spilling this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Thanks for watching me, tuning in, subscribing, hitting that like, smash that like. I don't bite, no. It's Yolanda the Great, shining bright, set the stage. Hollywood dreams, red carpet scenes, glitter and glow, the secrets I know. Drama with flair, I serve it rare. I got the scoop, I got the proof. I know you can't wait, so come and escape and sip this tea. Sip with me, spilling this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling and sipping this tea. Spilling this tea. Spilling this tea. Spilling this tea.